Hello and welcome to SML to Sit Down. I'm Primetime 000, and with me today is Double Rice, no PSN. How's it going, my friend?
You've been saving that one for a while now, huh?
I had that in my back pocket. Yeah, yeah. So, guys, this is going to be a tell-all SML sit-down interview, kind of an emotional interview, you could say, as he was
I don't have
just slapped
tissues.
with a 7-day PSN suspension. But before
Yeah.
we get to that, your PSN's wild. It's talked about all the time. What's the story behind that?
Um, well, I was switching from Xbox to PSN, I think like 5 or 6 years ago, and I didn't know what to name my PSN, so I asked my dad if he had any suggestions, and he came up with this. It's just my local
Really?
Mexican restaurant order. I always got because I hated the refried beans, so I just got the double rice and no bean, and then
Wow.
yeah, 16 characters, 16 limit, ended up perfect.
Yeah, I guess PSN limits only mean a little bit to you because you broke one. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. Um, so does your dad? Does he watch any of your games you play or
No. He actually watched one. I think it was or no, it was last season or last cycle rather. He watched one just because he didn't know what my record was, and it was back when I was doing really good, so that felt good.
really? That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was like 10 and like 3 at the time, so it made it look like I was actually good at the game, but when in reality I'm mid.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So let's talk about Madden a little bit. When did you start playing?
So I started playing think like 2007 was like when I first started like really playing. I played a couple times at like my cousin's house, just like playing one game. But I think the first one I owned was 2007. I think I
Um,
had that, and then the NCAA game.
do you remember when you first joined like connected franchise mode?
Yeah. In fact, it was Madden 20, Madden 21.
Hmm.
I'm real fresh to it. I think Primer was my first real league. I was, in and out of leagues like everyone else before then,
Hmm.
where you can't find a good league and then you're just bouncing back and forth. So Primer, I think, was the first one that went more than 2 seasons long.
Nice, nice. So
Yeah,
let's talk about the recent events. Let's just get there. You
the
were
elephant in the
slapped.
room, huh?
There's an elephant in the room, and you were slapped with a 7-day PSN suspension.
I was.
What happened? What happened?
So I just wanted to be clear that that's the minimum ban. I don't know why the minimum starts at 7 days. I was reading up on it, and I was looking at the ban, and it said minimum. I was like, huh. I'm gonna hit with a 7 dayer because it told me I was banned, and then it sent the email like an hour later. It was 7 days, 14 days, or indefinite. So I was pretty happy with the 7 days, I guess, given the alternatives. But
Ray Rice got less of a suspension for pulling his wife out of an elevator than you did for what? What did you do?
all right, so I guess we'll get into the story. I'm gonna save a little details for my tell-all. I'm writing a book about it, but
Hmm.
just TLDR. I was playing a game. It's just a shooter game, Rainbow Six,
Hey, hold, let me cut you
and
off.
yep,
Whatever word you said, let's avoid using that word.
I gotcha.
But okay.
I gotcha. Keep it
Hmm.
PG-13. Just my word was so egregious. But
Yes,
so my teammate was, he was incapacitated. He was down, laying on the floor. He couldn't move, right?
yes.
And there was a guy behind him. So I thought, I'm gonna shoot through my teammate. This is the best thing I can do here. And then the round is over, and the dude walks up to me and shoots me in the head. So I called him the R word and got a 7 dare.
So how does
Kicked me
that
off
happen?
PlayStation instantly.
Do they have some like voice record? How do they detect that?
Oh no, no. I sent him a message. I did that.
I just about I just about shot
Because
the.
he didn't have his mic on and I had to let him know. So it was the first time I ever sent a message. I was that mad.
It's like this isn't 2012 anymore.
I know. It's like Xbox 360 days. Oh my god. It was a good time.
So you type
Or-
this out then?
Oh yeah. Well, I typed it out on my phone. I texted it.
Oh, so
Yes.
let me get this straight. So does he report this, or does PSN then just they have some auto
I don't
detection?
know. I don't know. They didn't. He was quick to report me though. I'll tell you that. If he did, I'm impressed.
Is he a real
Really
friend
am.
or
Uh, no. They're just some random guy.
okay? So he's a guy on your team that you don't really know.
Yeah. I don't really know him. I tried to talk to him. I tried to, word to word, or mouth to mouth him. Mouth to mouth. That sounds a little sus. I
Yeah.
tried to I tried to talk to him over voice, but he didn't have his mic in, so I had to resort to more traditional means.
Yeah. No, that's good. Not good, I should say.
Yeah, he does not support this.
So your SML season now hangs in the balance because of this action. And I'll be honest, I've been doing this for about 6 years now, and this is the craziest story I've heard in my life.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, it,
what do you
it
think?
happened, I guess.
How do
It's a game. I'm not too worried about it.
you,
If Fig wants to, play my CPU to get a better draft pick or something like that,
hmm
what happens happens.
hmm
If Noel wants to tank one because he got a win he didn't deserve, what happens happens. I'm not too worried about it.
so
Or Doink and D-Muse, you guys can if you both win, I'm still in. So because I
let's
have a 1.5 game lead on him still. So
let's talk about Doink a little bit.
all right, let's talk about Doink.
He's your best friend.
Oh yeah, absolute best friend, online, offline.
Everything.
I text him at night, 2 a.m. Make sure he's still breathing. You know
Yeah.
how it is.
Is that true or is that overblown?
That's definitely overblown.
So how often do you guys talk?
Uh, including like Duck Kings and stuff, or like out like non Madden related stuff, or Madden related stuff only.
Um, both.
I'd say Madden related stuff. It's probably average once every other day.
hmm
Fantasy football stuff. It's probably once a week,
hmm
and other stuff. Uh, not never. I don't know. Never really. It's
So
normally fantasy or Madden stuff.
so you don't even respect Doink then, really?
No, I don't respect the guy at all. Not even a little
Interesting.
bit.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Was that one of the viewer questions? Was that from Doink? Is he
Uh,
trying to?
well, I do have some viewer questions. I'm glad you segued to that. Let me pull up the 5 viewer questions I got in. First one of them was question for Nobeen. How good is Faz at hockey?
Fats is easily the best hockey player I think I've ever seen that isn't on a professional team.
Real? Are you being serious?
I am dead serious. It was him and his brother. They were the only ones that did anything on our team,
What
except for me.
is his
Obviously, I
brother's
made a
name?
save like
Matt?
once. It's Alex and Nick.
Nick. Well, his real
Nick.
name's actually Harry, not Alex. But anyway.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, they're very good at hockey. If he's ever chatting up and pretending he's good, he's actually really good. So put some respect on his name. If there was a hockey draft, I'd take him number one overall.
Wow.
5v5 in the league. Let's get it
Wow.
going. Yeah.
What is the best Madden player you would trade for a basket of crab fries?
What is that question even asking? What is the best Madden player you would trade for a basket of crab
Hey,
fries?
I'm just reading it word for word here. I have no clue what this
All
means.
right, I don't know what that means either. Maybe. Oh, I think I see what he's saying. Maybe the best player on my team that I would trade in
hmm
exchange for a thing of crab fries. Uh, I can buy them myself. I have a job. So you can have whoever the worst cap situation player on my team is, you can have them.
Okay, I respect that. So this suspension happens. Your
Having
happen. Yeah, it's dark days. Your season could be over,
could be.
and no overlord could possibly win the division.
Yeah, he could.
How does that make you feel?
Um, at the surface level, I'm like, whatever. It's a game. I'm here for the people, not here for the game. But deep down, it hurts
Mhm.
because I beat him. I think combined 80-10 this season. So if he gets the and he got a win over a dump that he didn't deserve. So if he gets in over me and I don't get my opportunity to lose to Prime again,
I
it's
look
gonna
forward to
be
it.
it's gonna be heartbreaking. I promised a playoff loss to Prime this year, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to live up to that.
That Gilmore
Get
trade
emotional.
could look a whole lot different if you somehow miss the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. So
So it's in your best interest to, you know, advance these as quick as
it's
possible.
as commissioner, we might be moving to a 24
Yeah.
hour advance.
Okay. I respect it. I respect it.
Um,
Get to the blip quicker.
now here's some of my
Knock on wood.
Yeah, yes, yes. Now some of the questions I wrote down was you blew me out like 50 something to 3 pre-cycle. How were you thinking you're going to go on this big run this cycle? I mean, at the beginning, or how'd you feel?
Well, you know, the only time I ever beat you last season was at the beginning of the cycle. I wasn't getting my hopes up too high. I know everyone likes to say you like to start slow, but I was feeling a lot better when every ball was just deep balls, and I didn't have to try and learn how to stop the short game. And then I
Mhm.
went and played Colt week one, and I think he was like 20 for 20 on passing against me because he just threw everything short, and I couldn't stop it to save my life. But
Mhm.
here we are. I thought I was gonna do a little better earlier than I did. I think I started out 0 and 2, maybe like 1 and 3 at one point. I thought I was gonna do a little better early, but you know, I'm 8 and 5 right now. Should realistically be like 10 and 7, but
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see what happens with this
Mhm.
suspension. So
Still wild, by the way. So when you think about your goals for this cycle, as we kind of wrap up this tell all interview, what's realistically in 8 seasons? What's a successful cycle to you?
a successful cycle to me, given my division, I would like to win 7 or 8 of them. I
Wow.
think I should. I I guess if I win this one, we'll say 7. Um, I'd like to win at least a playoff game. I know I'm probably gonna end up the fourth seed a lot, and so I'm probably gonna get you or Faz. I'd like to beat one of you guys once. You guys are the
Mhm.
two top dogs to a lot of people,
Mhm.
including myself. So if I could get one of you guys once, I'd feel accomplished. But if I just make, you know, 8 playoffs and get 0 wins, I don't think it's very impressive,
Yeah.
especially given my quote unquote Mickey Mouse division.
Yeah, your division kind of sucks, and
Yeah.
I actually I don't respect Faz at all anymore. I just wanted to put that out on the show as well, but I do respect Matt. Um,
I respect Matt. I respect Faz. I respect Prime.
thank you, thank you.
I respect Fig if he tanks my CPU.
Hey, he's a dad now.
Yeah. Hey, caring, very caring guy he is.
He is. Um,
Send me
if if you could so if you could take one SML player's superpower, whether it's for example, Faz's ability to make new SML rules or something.
your
What SML superpower would you like to have?
I don't know who would have it. It's probably you, but the ability to either maintain a lead or finish close games.
Yeah,
I play. I wish I could go back and I wish I had the time to go back and see all my scores going into like the fourth quarter
that would be
and
interesting.
then those losses that I take. I'm probably like realistically, I'm probably like 5 and 15 in close fourth quarter games. I am bad at it. I'm so bad at it. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. I like try and think. I'm like, I'll do this time. I'll outsmart them, and then I throw a pick six, and it's like, what? 10 seconds later, I'm like, what was I thinking? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hindsight's 2020, I guess.
Hmm.
But it's definitely the ability to close out close games.
Yeah. Hey, you're close, and that's good. At least you're close. You're not like I don't know, Fig, for example.
Yeah. No, Fig's a great guy. You know, he wouldn't do anything to hurt me.
No.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
That Fig.
So the mic is
That
you.
Noel though, huh?
I can't stand Noel. After he hit his head, he changed forever. I mean, I'll say it.
I don't think I was here for him hitting his head.
Almost
So
died. I got a call from Colt 45 saying he's like, "Hey man, Noel's in the hospital. I don't know. He's not waking up. He's in a coma. He's like, but don't worry, I've got his wife taken care of. Something like that. But
okay.
anyway,
And then the NFL concussion protocol sent him back to the league.
yeah. I mean, the next day he was back doing
Yeah.
roofing stuff. I mean, it's wild. Um, the mic is yours. Do you have anything to say you want to talk about or address?
Well, are you supposed to ask me if I was supposed to change an SML rule? What would it be?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not to do your job for you or anything, but
Let's ask that. What SML rule would you like to change?
Oh yeah, it would definitely be. I with the bugs in this game right now, I think we should delay a week the league. Just to what are you laughing about? Just to ensure that we have all the bugs figured out before we play any meaningful games coming up. I think by Friday at 10:46, I think we should start the league back up
Yeah.
1 week from now.
You have that in your back pocket, and I let you down by not asking that question. I feel bad.
It's funnily enough, I actually didn't. I kind of thought of that on the spot after because I was like, "What am I gonna say? Why did I bring that up? I didn't have an answer." And then I kind of pulled something out of my
Hey,
back
real
pocket.
quick, actually, I know we asked about Doink and we asked about a few other guys. Dan, what was the freaking meeting with Dan? What was Dan like?
Uh, Dan, good guy, went in for the hug real quick. I
So
wasn't
he
expecting
hugged.
it. Well, he went for the handshake, and I was like, okay, cool. I met him with the handshake, and then he like pulled me in and hugged me, and I was like, I'm like falling over. This guy's just
Is
grabbing
he
me. I
big?
didn't know. He's a big guy, big guy.
Strong?
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty strong. I mean, I know you know, he's Dan. Uh, he he's a bigger guy. Um, Other than that, him not tipping,
Did he not
he
tip?
offered. He didn't tip. He offered to pay for the whole thing. I was like, nah, Dan, I got it. I can expense this, but I can't expense a tip. And he's like, looking for his wallet. Huh? I don't have any cash on me. One of those
Really
jokes. Yeah.
interesting. So this conversation it goes well. He's a cool guy. He's
Yeah, he's a cool
nice,
guy.
good
Yeah,
guy.
nice guy, good guy,
About what you'd
good
expect him
heart.
to be. Yeah.
Yeah, he's about what you expected him to be for sure.
No, not a letdown.
Ah,
It was a letdown. Let's talk about it.
he made me waste an extra like $5 on a tip, and I don't know if I can
Yeah.
ever repay that or ever forgive that. So
Interesting. Interesting.
aside from that, no, good guy. I'd definitely meet him again. Maybe see if I can learn something about finishing a game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Maybe not caring about ratios in the Super Bowl as much. Just
Yeah.
some things he could teach me.
Yeah. He's. I think he could teach you a few things for sure.
Yeah,
Um, well, no, I appreciate you sharing that. The leagues wanted to know what the real Dan's like, so
yeah,
we're glad to have learned
yeah.
that. Mike is yours. I mean, you've had some scandals now. You've met SML members. You've lived a good SML life if you do get sent behind the woodshed. What is
What?
uh, what? Do you have anything to say?
Um, next week I was supposed to be out of town Monday to Thursday for work, and I was gonna try and play in a hotel. And now I don't have to try and bother that. So now I can just fall asleep all I want before
That's
my games.
great.
I don't have to set an alarm and wake up 2 hours after my game was scheduled. So I guess we're gonna get some good sleep.
That's good. Hey guys,
Yeah.
that is Double Rice No Bean. He is a legendary SML member. Uh,
Yes.
we're sad that he's suspended from PSN, and we hope that he gets unsuspended and he's learned his lesson about sending mean messages. So until next time, guys, it's SML to sit down. I'm Prime. That's No Bean. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Bye, guys.